Good morning, magic players and card collectors of all kinds. Welcome back to our channel. As you can see, I'm in the car, so obviously Kaiba is not going to be with me for this one. Well, not obviously. He has been in with me for one card video, but typically he's not here, and unfortunately today he's not. But I will make sure that we shoot some Kaiba stuff in the middle, as I typically do for this video, so that you guys don't miss out entirely on Kaiba material. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to roll up my windows because the big truck is about to turn on, and I don't want it to be too noisy on this video for you guys. Should be at least less noisy now. Big truck wasn't there when I originally parked to go inside the Dollarama, but it is what it is. I need to grab some extra packs of Destiny for you guys for future videos, and as well grab some chocolates for the kids for my Halloween giveaway, because my dad decided yesterday to buy a box of chocolates to give out for Halloween after I had told him that I was taking care of Halloween stuff, because we didn't hand out anything last year. He has no interest in doing it apparently, and if I don't take the initiative, it doesn't happen. And last year I was depressed, so it didn't happen. This year I wanted to make sure it happened, so I bought like all these individual bags, and I've been filling them with like candies and stuff. So like every kid's getting like a couple caramels, a few of those fizz candies that I really like, and some oh, what are those called? There's a specific name for them. Tiger suckers. I love tiger suckers, so I got a big bag of those for them too. So anyway, so they each get some stuff, but my dad came home with a mixed box of chocolates that of course has peanuts in it for some of it and not for all of it. And I have 78 bags prepared, so there's no way that I could possibly sort things the way I would need to make sure that every kid got didn't get peanut butter ones if they didn't need it, or if they couldn't have it, I mean, for allergies and what have you. So I went out and bought a whole bunch of Mars bars, and at least the Mars bars in his box I can use in my bags as well. Anyways, rant over. That's not what we're here for. We're here for the first episode of New Set versus Old Set. Today we are doing Dominaria versus Spider-Man as our new battle. We're doing our first round of this. I'm pretty excited to do this, actually. I have cracked a couple Spider-Man packs, and so far I've enjoyed them. Despite all the negativity around this set, the artwork is pretty cool. I do have some nostalgia towards this because I am a cartoon-aholic, essentially. I grew up on cartoons, love cartoons. Spider-Man wasn't my favorite hero, but he was definitely up there. He's easily in my top 10. Possibly in my top 5 if I really put the effort into it, and it depends on whether we count the Ninja Turtles as one set or not. Anyways, we'll put these two aside for a second though, because there is a couple of things I want to do before we open them. First off, I want to address something from yesterday's video. The idea of the mana splitting, I didn't really understand what was going on with that. I was confused. So I read through the article, and I've read through some stuff online after I posted my video just to see what it was about, because I was interested, of course. And the idea that we can put a green-white deck in a green-white card in a mono-green deck is an awful idea. I am absolutely mortified by the idea of doing this. Because at that point, we can include a five color card in our deck if it splits with all the colors we need. For example, if there was something that had, say, green across the board, but it has blue and black. I'm thinking of a dinosaur that I have in particular. Then I could probably play that in a mono green deck, and that's just ridiculous. So yeah, that is my position on that. And I'm pretty sure everything else I covered yesterday that I really wanted to touch base on with regards to the new brackets. I am going to try and get out tonight if Kaiba lets me and play some Commander at the local store. And I'll probably try and do that again on Saturday night too, if I can. But we'll see. But I really would like to get back into the game somewhat. I haven't played in a really long time, just like I would like to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! So I'm also going to be doing some videos regarding that probably soon in the near future as well. Super Deck Sunday is going to be a Yu-Gi-Oh deck, just a heads up. That one's going for Mr. Tibbs. I wanted to do something special for him, for just being an awesome guy, and also because he's getting pretty good with regards to his subs, and we're both kind of trying to get to our goal of like 175 to, well, I've hit past 175. I'm going for 200. He's going for 175. But I would like it if we both got to 200 by Christmas. That would be amazing. So any chance to give him a shout out on my channel and possibly get a few you guys to go over and watch some Resident Evil stuff over there would be cool. Anyways, the other thing I wanted to talk about before we rip open packs is, oh no, there's two more things. Well, I've just shown this, so we'll do this one first. Reminder, Commander Core Creator Challenge is on for this month. It ends on a week from today, as of me posting this. So the commander we're doing is Gix Yawgmoth Praetor. It will be a mono black deck. It has to be brackets 1 to 3 because the idea of it is to go for bracket 2. But I mean, if you want to do a themed deck or if you wanted to branch up one bracket, I'm okay with that. But if you bring a bracket 4 deck, it won't count for the contest. In order to participate in the contest, you have to go back to the original video that this card was featured in. I'm going to try and fetch a link to that and include it in the description so that you guys can easily get back to that one. You like that video, then you join the Discord server, build your deck, and post it to the channel by next Thursday at noon my time, which is Eastern Standard Time. So for all you guys on the other coast, I apologize, but you guys have to get up early to do that. Yeah, I'm going to post my deck and at least one other, possibly two, in a video the following day, or if worse comes to worse, the Saturday. And we will have a winner chosen, and that winner will receive a pack of Throne of Eldraine, and I decided I'm going to also include a pack of Aether Drift this month. So just because it's kind of a Halloween thing, and I thought that's one of those hat sets, so it seemed kind of appropriate to make it that way. And I also just don't have any extra copies of Duskmourn, unfortunately. If I did, I would throw in a pack of Duskmourn instead, but I just don't have any extra packs of that right now. So Throne of Eldraine and Aether Drift is what we're going to be giving away as a prize to the winner of the contest. Last thing I wanted to discuss is the most recent new set versus old set, which was our contest between Brothers War and the crap, what was it? Edge of Eternities. Thank you, brain, for catching me up. In that last pack battle, we had some heated discussions about, well, not necessarily heated, but we had a really good debate, let's call it, about which was the winning pack. Snoop is very much of the opinion that the Shockland automatically made Edge of Eternities take that win. I still feel that 4 cards beats 1 any day of the week, if those 4 cards are really unique / useful, and the 4 at the end of that set was really good, in my opinion. And I checked the post this morning, and there was an extra vote in for tie. So we're going to call the last one a tie. Edge of Eternities and Brothers War ended on a tie, 4-4. It was a crazy good back battle. I think it was a lot of fun, that one, and I'm really happy with how it turned out, to be honest. So yeah, that's where we're going to leave it, is a 4-4 tie. And or was it a 5-5 tie? I'm not sure. I lost track of the points, but I know it was a tie overall because it was tied going into that last pack battle. So with that said, the last series is done. We're starting the new series. I'm gonna go with Spider-Man first, and then we'll open Dominaria second. Just because, I don't know why. And there will be a break in between the 2 pack openings, so I can throw some Kaiba stuff in here for you guys. Hopefully I will also have enough memory on my phone to work on that special video for you guys today with regards to the splash pad, because I want to get it done. But I need to go grocery shopping today. I couldn't put it off, unfortunately. So I'm going to try and get this pack opened and go through it, and then do the second pack so I can keep the videos shorter. because if I keep rambling, we're going to be here all day and I'm going to use up my entire memory. Spider-Man have a... Yes, I think it does have a pack trick. Okay, Spider-Man has a pack trick. So we're going to do those ones there. And then the token can just sit down there. Spoilers for the token. And I think it's 4. So it should be that. Okay. For our token, we got a treasure. Ooh, that's actually pretty cool with Doc Ock's arms and stuff. I like that. And on the other side is a human citizen. Decent. Angry Rabble. 1 and a red for a 2/2 with trample. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. Decent. Pay 5 and a red to put 2+1/+1 counters on it, though. That is expensive. So you're not going to swing with it super often, probably. It's mostly there just to deal the extra damage. Risky Research. 2 and a black. Surveil 2, then draw 2 cards. You lose 2 life. I like that. That's alright. I'll pay that cost for that. Would have been preferred at instant speed, but sorcery speed's okay. Mysterious Phantasm. So far, these are decent. I'm not going to knock either of those. Those would definitely be mid-range. We haven't pulled anything top range yet, I don't think, though. Mysterious Phantasm is pretty good, though. Flying, Vigilance, 1/3, and whenever it attacks, you have to mill a card. I was really close to putting my other copy of this into my mono blue deck, but ultimately decided not to. Just because it didn't tap when it attacked, and I really need stuff to tap in that deck. But otherwise, this is an insanely good card. So far, really good pulls. Web Up is the first one I'm going to put down because it's one of those ones I've said before. I do like the artwork on it, don't get me wrong, but I'm just not a fan of things that exile something until this leaves the battlefield and then that thing gets to come back. I'm really not a fan of that, so. Spider Manifestation. 1 and a red-green, 2/2. Reach. Tap to add red or green, and whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, untap this creature. Ooh. That is top. There is our first top for the day, in my opinion. That is insanely good as a mana dork. It can block flying, and it untaps whenever you pay something 4 or greater, which chances are you'll use some of that mana to do that. I'm pretty good with that. Starling Aerial Ally. 4 and a white for a human hero, legendary, 3/4. Does have flying, and when it enters, another target creature you control gains flying until end of turn. Second ability is kind of lame, but I mean, it's got decent enough stats. It's mid-worthy for sure. Definitely a cool legendary. Scorpion Sting, 1 and a black. Target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. Instant speed. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to top that. Spider-Man Manifestation is still the best card, but that's definitely top-worthy. Planes to put in between the top, middle, and bottom. There we go. Ooh, we got Spider-Man Web Slinger! Nice! Now that's cool. Just for the nostalgia. It's a 3/3 for 2 and a white, and it has Web Slinging 1 and a white, so I can cast this spell for 1 white. If I do, I have to return a creature that is tapped to my hand, though. But I mean, that is pretty cool. I will give that one props. That's definitely top-worthy. Still think Manifestation's better, but definitely good. Lizard Connor's Curse. There we go. We got there. 2 and 2 green, 5/5 trample. It has Lizard's Formula. Whenever this thing enters, up to 1 target creature loses all abilities and becomes a green lizard creature with base power toughness 4/4. Permanently? Damn, that's pretty vicious. Top worthy? Yeah. It's low cost and it has good stats. I'm going to top that. Okay, I think I messed up somehow. That should be... We should have had those 2 last. Along with the land. Oops. My bad. All the uncommons are coming now. 3 and a green. Cost 2 less to cast if a permanent with mana value 4 or greater is under your control. 1 or 2 target creatures you control each get +1/+0 until end of turn. They each deal damage equal to their power to target creature an opponent controls. That's not terrible. Especially if it costs less, but... You know what? I'm still going to top it. That's worthy of top. Why not? Ooh, another legendary. Sunspider Nimble Weber. This is where we see what the issue is that a lot of people have. There's just way too many Spider-Man. Why is there another Spider-Man? I've never even seen this one before. 3 a white and a blue. 3 a white or a blue. for 3/2. During your turn, this thing has flying. When this thing enters, search your library for an aura or equipment card, reveal it and put it in your hand. I mean, those are decent abilities. I'm not knocking those abilities. That's definitely worthy of top of the pile so far, but I'm just saying, like, I don't think we needed that many Spider-Man in this set. Ooh, Scarlet Spider Cane. I've heard this one's actually really something that people want. 1 black, 1 red for a 2/1 with Menace. When it enters, you may discard a card. If you do, you can put a +1/+1 counter on it, and it has Mayhem. Not really sure why people are seeking that one so much, but that's pretty cool. It is cheap enough to get it in play and stuff, so I mean, it's definitely top worthy. And Spider-Man No More. 1 in a blue, enchant creature. Enchanted creature is a citizen with base power toughness 1/1, has defender and loses all abilities. Ooh. Do these citizen tokens have defender? I didn't notice that before. Nope, that one doesn't. There must be a different one. Doesn't say what color the enchanted or the citizen is either, so. I mean, that's not a terrible aura, but I'm gonna call that mid for sure. Top card in this deck, this pack for sure, in my opinion, was probably the Spider Manifestation. I do like that we pulled a crazy number of legendaries. That's what, 5 legendaries in one pack? But again, that's something that is like, I can see why people are upset about that. That's just way too many legendaries. Way too many legendaries in one pack. That's like almost Commander Masters kind of packs. Anyways, there's our Spider-Man pack. I gotta cut this off here, or I'm not gonna have room at all for the second video. Never mind trying to do what I need to do this afternoon. So, yeah, see you in a bit. Look at the cheese, Kaiba. Oh, you're cool, baby. Pretty in your spider. Colors, it goes nicely. Yeah. Did you see? I don't see anything. You weren't supposed to say me. Alright, back with Dominaria. Just gonna take a quick sip of Coke. I forgot to do that before I came back on. You can tell how unpolished my content is because I'm just so bad at things like that. Anyways, we're gonna crack the Dominaria pack now, see if it beats the Spider-Man pack. I think it's gonna be a tough tough go though, because there's a lot of decent stuff in here for sure. But you never know, Dominaria might give me something crazy that just oversees everything, like a Shockland or something. I don't know what's in this set actually. I think Snoop said something about there being a bunch of the rat colonies or something in this pack, though, which would be kind of cool. That is a token. I'm just going to do a quick check to see if... No, okay, we don't need to do a pack trick. So I'll reveal the token first, and then we'll go from there. Ooh, we got a Saberling. It's got the rainbow coloring. I do love that kind of Saberling. Nice. Dark Bargain. 3 and a black, instant speed. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put 2 of them into your hand and the other into your graveyard. Then this thing deals 2 damage to you. I mean, that's not bad. I would take that. It's only 2 damage, and you... Plus, I mean, if it's damage, you can actually stop that, potentially. It's not lost life, so... Yeah. Arcane Flight, blue, enchant creature, enchanted creature gets +1/+1 as flying. Yeah, okay. I do love Dub. I think it's a funny card because you actually make the creature into a knight in addition to its other types. And you give it first strike and +2/+2. So far, so good. All good stuff I'm seeing. 1 and a red, enchanted creature has +2/+1 and has menace. Ooh, Frenzied Rage. I'm liking this pack. Gaia's Protector. Must be blocked if able. 4/2 for 3 and a green. If you gave that thing Death Touch, and then made it somehow... that could be fun. I'm going to admit it, though. But I think that could be fun. If it was a 2/4, it would be going top, for sure. Divest. 1 black. Target player reveals their hand. You choose an artifact or creature card from it. They discard that card. I wish it was a little more versatile. But I do like the fact that I can see a person's hand. So I'm going to put that up top. Navigator's Compass. Enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. Tap until end of turn. Target land you control becomes a basic land type of your choice in addition to its other types. If it was any target land, that would be insane because then I could actually do like land walk using this. But unfortunately, it only affects mine, so I'm not really sure if I like that as much. I'm going to admit it. Blink of an Eye. 1 in a blue. Kicker, 1 in a blue. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If the spell was kicked, you get to draw a card. Mid. Rampaging Cyclops. -2. It gets -2/-0 as long as you control 2 or more creatures. No, wait. It gets -2/-0 as long as 2 or more creatures are blocking it. That's the first bad card of this pack. I'm definitely not calling that anywhere near something usable. Blessed Light, 4 and a white. Exile target creature or an enchantment. That's expensive as heck, but I mean, at instant speed, that is pretty decent. I'm still going to admit that. Ooh, that looks cool. Goblin Warchief. 1 and 2 red for a 2/2. Goblin spells you cast cost 1 less to cast, and goblins you control. That is definitely going top. Ooh, Memorial to War. Enters the battlefield tapped. Add red. Pay 4 and a red. Sacrifice this thing. Destroy target land. I don't care for that second effect, so it's not as good as I oohed over in the first place. Unfortunately. Wrath Capuchin Ship's Mage. 2 white and blue. Flash flying. You may cast his spark spells... You can cast artifacts, legendaries, and sagas at that flash speed. That is great. That is a fantastic legendary. Forebearer's Blade. 3. Equipped creature gets +3/+0 and has vigilance and trample. Damn. Whenever the creature it's equipped to dies, attach this thing to target creature you control. Also damn. I like that. And another mountain. Did we get 3 lands? No, we got 2 lands in that pack. Okay, I was going to say, did we get 3 lands? But no. I do like the artwork on that mountain, though. It's pretty. That pack had some pretty cool stuff in it, for sure. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it had enough to beat the Spider-Man pack. I think the best card in this pack, for sure, was Raption, followed by the Foreblayer, and then the Goblin Warchief in a very specific deck is just insane. But, I mean, Spider-Man... The web slinging is kind of cool because I can actually return something and then get an ETB effect again. So that's pretty cool. This Spider-Man, I don't know if I care about that one as much as I thought I would. I think it's more mid tier, to be honest. Lizard is definitely good. That one is pretty good. It's flying on your turn, so you're definitely going to be able to swing with evasion, at least on your turn. I do like the fact that you can go get an Ori equipment as soon as it comes into play. So, I mean, if you can blink this thing, you can actually keep searching your deck for auras and equipment. In blue-white, that's pretty decent. I think Scorpion Sting is still pretty decent too, and Terrific Team Up is it's a little expensive to play, but again, it has a reduced cost. So I mean, as long as you're playing mono green, you've definitely got something over 4 greater, surely on the battlefield. Yeah, I think Spider-Man took this round. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. I do think that there was a lot of really good enchantments in this one, so I could definitely see calling this a tie. But in the meantime, in between time, much love to you all from Kaiba at home, and I in the car. To you, take care. I gotta get these groceries home before they get warm. Love you all. Bye.